You say yes when you mean no. You smile through discomfort. You change your opinions to match the room. You apologize for things that are not your fault. On the surface, it looks like kindness, empathy, being a good person. You get praise for being easygoing, supportive, never causing waves. Friends call you the reliable one. Family appreciates how you smooth conflicts. But underneath, people-pleasing is not generosity. It is a quiet theft. It steals your energy, your boundaries, your voice. And over time, it erases the real you, leaving a hollow version that even you do not recognize anymore. You look in the mirror and wonder who that accommodating stranger is. People-pleasing feels safe in the moment. It avoids conflict. It earns approval. It keeps connections intact. You think, if I just make them happy, they will stay. They will like me. I will not be alone. But this strategy comes at a cost. Every time you bend yourself to fit someone else's expectations, you give away a piece of your authenticity. You start living for reactions, not for truth. Your choices become reactions to others, not expressions of your deeper self. Slowly, resentment builds, not at them, but at yourself for always choosing safety over self. You might not even notice it at first. It creeps in as quiet frustration, then deeper anger at your own silence. Why does this pattern grip so many? It often roots in childhood, where love felt conditional. If affection came only when you were good, compliant, or accommodating, your young nervous system learned a survival rule: please to be loved. Maybe a parent withdrew when you had needs, making you feel like your real feelings pushed them away. Maybe siblings competed for attention, so you became the peacemaker, always yielding to keep harmony. Maybe criticism stung deeply, so you learned to anticipate and deflect it by being agreeable, by reading the room before speaking. Approval became your oxygen. Without it, you felt invisible, unworthy, alone. That child inside still believes if you stop pleasing, the love will vanish. Trauma amplifies this trap. If rejection once meant real danger, emotional or physical, your body wired itself to avoid it at all costs. People-pleasing is hypervigilance in disguise. You scan faces, tones, silences for signs of displeasure. You adjust your words, your plans, your very presence to keep the peace. It is not laziness or weakness. It is an old protection mechanism. Think of times when saying no led to punishment, isolation, or chaos. Your brain remembers. Now, in adult life, it backfires. It attracts people who take without giving. It leaves you depleted, resentful, disconnected from your own desires. You wake up exhausted from social interactions that should energize you. Perfectionism plays a role too. If you internalize that your worth depends on performance, pleasing others becomes another arena to excel. You over-deliver on favors, over-apologize for normal mistakes, over-explain to avoid judgment. It feels like responsibility, like being thoughtful, but it is often shame in action. Deep down, you fear that your unpolished self is not enough. So you polish constantly, for everyone but yourself. This endless giving creates imbalance. You become the giver who receives crumbs. Friends borrow your time without reciprocity. Colleagues dump tasks on you. You say yes to plans that drain you, then resent the hangover of energy loss. In relationships, people-pleasing turns intimacy into performance. You might stay in dynamics that drain you because leaving would hurt them. You suppress your needs to keep harmony. You laugh at jokes that offend you. You agree to plans that do not excite you. Partners, friends, even colleagues sense this. They might appreciate the ease at first, but over time, they feel the lack of realness. True connection requires two authentic people, not one performer and one audience. Without your full self, bonds stay shallow, unfulfilling. You might end up in cycles of giving more to fix the distance, only to feel more unseen. There is also the spiritual dimension. People-pleasing is a form of self-betrayal. It prioritizes external validation over inner truth. You disconnect from your intuition, that quiet voice saying, "does not feel right." Instead, you listen to the louder voices of expectation, obligation, shoulds. Spiritually, this creates separation. You live as if your soul's purpose is to serve others' comfort, not your own growth. But your deeper self is not here to be a doormat. It is here to express, to create, to align with something greater than approval. When you please constantly, you block that flow. Your gifts stay hidden, your path unclear. The dark side reveals itself in exhaustion. You give until you are empty, then wonder why you feel numb. Boundaries blur. No becomes impossible. You overcommit, then burn out or cancel last minute, which creates more guilt. Resentment festers quietly. You might snap at small things or withdraw completely. Your body signals the cost. Chronic tension, fatigue, even illness from suppressed stress. People-pleasing does not just steal time. It steals vitality, joy, the spark of who you could be. You might notice patterns like always picking the safe job, the easy friends, avoiding risks that could light you up. It also attracts imbalance. When you always please, you signal that your needs do not matter. Others learn to expect it. They might not notice your sacrifices because you hide them so well. Friendships become one-sided. Work turns into exploitation. Romantic partners take your giving for granted. The trap closes. You please more to regain connection, but it only deepens the drain. You end up surrounded by takers, isolated from equals who could meet you halfway. Over time, this erodes your social circle, leaving you with surface-level ties that feel more like obligations than support. And here is the deeper theft. People-pleasing erodes self-trust. Every time you override your truth, you teach yourself that your feelings are not valid. You stop knowing what you want. Desires feel selfish or unclear. Decisions paralyze you because they are filtered through what will they think. Over years, this dims your inner light. You become a chameleon, adapting to every room, but losing the core colors that make you you. The real self fades into the background of everyone else's story. You might even forget what excites you, what boundaries feel right, what voice sounds like yours. Breaking free starts with recognition, not revolution. Notice the pattern without shame. When you feel that pull to say yes, pause. Ask, what do I actually want here? What would I do if no one was watching? This question alone disrupts the automatic pleasing. It brings your voice back online. You do not need to change overnight. Just notice. Awareness is the crack in the trap. Track it in a journal. Situations where you pleased, how you felt after, what your gut said before. Patterns emerge, and with them, compassion for the scared part driving it. Build from the body. People-pleasing lives in people-pleasing posture. Shoulders forward, voice soft, eyes averted. Shift physically. Stand taller. Make eye contact. Speak at your natural volume. Your nervous system needs these cues to feel safe in authenticity. Practice saying no in low-stakes ways. No, I cannot make it this time. That does not work for me. Start with clerks, acquaintances. Each no rebuilds the muscle of self-ownership. Feel the discomfort, breathe through it. Notice how the world does not end. This rewires your body to trust that authenticity is survivable. Set boundaries as acts of self-love, not punishment. Boundaries are not walls. They are doors you control. Decide what you will and will not tolerate. Communicate clearly. I need some space right now. I am happy to help, but only if it fits my schedule. Expect pushback. People used to your pleasing might resist, guilt trip, or distance themselves. That is okay. True relationships adapt. The ones that do not were imbalanced anyway. Boundaries protect your energy, allowing you to give from overflow, not obligation. In relationships, practice radical honesty. Share your real thoughts, even if they risk discomfort. I felt hurt by that. I need more from this friendship. Vulnerability invites reciprocity. It weeds out those who only want the easy version of you. And remember, pleasing less does not make you selfish. It makes you whole. You can still be kind, generous, empathetic, but from a place of fullness, not depletion. Watch how healthier dynamics form. People respecting your time, valuing your opinions, meeting you as an equal. Spiritually, reconnect with your inner authority. Meditate on your worth beyond approval. Visualize a light in your core that no one's opinion can dim. Journal prompts like, what would my unpleasing self choose today? What truth am I avoiding to keep peace? Rituals help. Before decisions, pause and ask your deeper self for guidance. Trust that authenticity aligns you with your path, drawing in people and opportunities that honor the real you. This is not isolation. It is sacred discernment, choosing connections that nourish your soul. As you practice, something shifts. Energy returns. You feel lighter, more present. No's become easier, yes, more meaningful. Relationships deepen because they are built on truth. You attract people who value your whole self, not just the accommodating parts. Self-trust grows. You start living for your story, not as a supporting character in everyone else's. Creativity sparks. Desires clarify. You reclaim space for hobbies, dreams, solitude that once felt selfish. The trap of people-pleasing kept you connected once, in a world where rejection felt like survival threat. Honor that adaptation. It served you. It kept you safe when being yourself was risky. But now it limits you. Your true self is not a burden. It is your gift. Reclaim it. Step out of the shadows of others' expectations. The world needs your unfiltered light, your honest voice, your boundaries that say, I matter too. If this resonates, it is because a part of you is tired of performing, tired of dimming to fit. That tiredness is a call to rise into your authenticity. It is your soul reminding you that pleasing the world cannot fill the space only self-love can. Subscribe for more on uncovering hidden patterns, healing trauma, reclaiming your shadow, and awakening to your true power. Like if you see yourself in the people pleaser. Share with someone who gives too much and wonders why they feel so empty. You were not born to please the world. You were born to be yourself in it. One honest no at a time. One reclaimed yes to your own truth.